The octagon is roaring. UFC Seattle is here, and the Climate Pledge Arena is set to explode with action. We've got a massive middleweight showdown at the top of the bill, with Israel Adesanya facing off against Joe Pyfer in a fight you absolutely cannot miss. But wait, there's more. A women's flyweight rematch is heating up the co-main event as Alexa Grasso steps back into the cage against Maycee Barber. Plus, we're witnessing the final fight for a UFC veteran. And get this, we're heading to the White House for a historic UFC event. Stick around, you won't want to miss a second of this adrenaline-fueled ride. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a moment.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Israel Adesanya and Joe Pyfer are set to headline UFC Seattle in a pivotal middleweight clash. This fight marks the culmination of the early 2026 UFC schedule, bringing high stakes to Climate Pledge Arena. For Adesanya, this bout is crucial as he aims to break a three-fight losing streak against the surging Pyfer. Israel Adesanya, a former middleweight champion, is looking to rebound after a TKO loss to Nassourdine Imavov 13 months ago. His recent record includes defeats to Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland. On the other side, Joe Pyfer is riding a three-fight win streak, with his latest victory being a submission over Abus Magomedov in October. Pyfer has been dominant, securing wins against Kelvin Gastelum and Marc-Andre Barriault. Fans are buzzing about this main event, with many debating whether Adesanya can recapture his championship form or if Pyfer will continue his impressive ascent. The outcome could significantly shake up the middleweight division. Don't go anywhere, the co-main event is just as explosive. We've got a women's flyweight rematch that's guaranteed to bring fireworks. Get ready for a high-octane women's flyweight rematch at UFC Seattle. Alexa Grasso versus Maycee Barber. This co-main event features two top contenders vying for supremacy, with both fighters looking to make a statement in the division. Maycee Barber enters the octagon on an impressive 7-fight winning streak, her last victory a unanimous decision over Karine Silva in December. Her only loss in recent years was to Grasso herself back in February 2021. Alexa Grasso, a former flyweight champion, is aiming to snap a 2-fight losing skid. Her most recent performances saw her lose back-to-back unanimous decisions to Natalia Silva and Valentina Shevchenko. Grasso's last win was a significant upset against Shevchenko in March 2023. The MMA community is eagerly anticipating this rematch, with analysts dissecting every potential outcome. Grasso's championship pedigree clashes with Barber's current momentum, making this a must-watch. And that's not all the action tonight. We're also celebrating the career of a fighter stepping into the octagon for the very last time. History is about to be made as the White House grounds are set to host UFC Freedom 250 in June 2026. President Trump announced this unprecedented event, which will feature championship fights and commemorate America's 250th anniversary. Originally planned for the 4th of July, UFC Freedom 250 is now scheduled for June 14, coinciding with President Trump's 80th birthday. This spectacular event will include 2 championship bouts, Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane for the interim UFC heavyweight title, and Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje for the lightweight championship. The UFC plans to issue an astounding 85,000 free tickets, with a custom 5,000-seat arena built outside the White House and large screens in a nearby park for fans to watch the action unfold. TKO President Mark Shapiro stated the event is a strategic investment for long-term growth, aimed at attracting new fans and expanding viewership, rather than a profit-generating venture. This unique venue and monumental occasion have generated immense excitement, with fans and analysts alike calling it a landmark moment for both the UFC and American sports. But before we look ahead to historic White House fights, there's still plenty of UFC action happening right now that you need to know about. Get ready for UFC Fight Night. Adesanya versus Pyfer, a highly anticipated middleweight showdown live from Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena. This card features top-ranked contenders and promises thrilling matchups, with betting odds and expert predictions already generating buzz. The main event pits number 4 contender Israel Adesanya against number 14 contender Joe Pyfer. Adesanya, a former middleweight champion, is looking to snap a 3-fight losing streak, his last bout a TKO loss to Nasruddin Imavov. Pyfer, on the other hand, is on a 3-fight win streak, most recently securing a submission victory over Abusupian Magomedov. Betting odds favor Adesanya at -139, with Pyfer as the underdog at +114. The co-main event features a women's flyweight rematch between Alexa Grasso, +160, and Maycee Barber, -192. Expert analyst Kyle Marley has provided strong picks, including backing Chase Hooper to win by submission and highlighting a fighter he believes will be much more active and dangerous. Sports betting enthusiasts are closely following the odds and expert insights, with many looking to Sportsline for guidance on the best bets for Adesanya versus Pyfer and other fights on the card. And that's just a glimpse of the action. We've got more incredible fights and groundbreaking announcements coming your way. What a night of fights! We saw Israel Adesanya take on Joe Pyfer in a massive middleweight clash. Alexa Grasso and Maycee Barber went head-to-head in a thrilling women's flyweight rematch. A legendary fighter hung up their gloves after their final bout. And we heard about a historic UFC event coming to the White House. Don't miss any of the action like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment with your biggest takeaways. Follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive content.